Hey guys, what's up? I wish you could see the view that I'm seeing right now. It's really incredible. I'm looking out over the Annapolis Basin. I'm at the look off at the pines, so I'll definitely take a picture and post it so you can see. So, not really a whole lot of point to this video. I just kind of wanted to share something that's been coming up for me. So, Sunday, we completed our non-restricted firearm safety, and I was really nervous going into that test. Like, I was really panicked. We had a written test and a practical, and I was like pretty confident I was going to fail. I spent about 3 hours like going over the material Saturday night, and we got up fairly early on Sunday morning because there was construction on the highway. And Keith quizzed me, and I seemed to know the material, but I still had a lot of fear. Like, I did the written test, I felt pretty good about that. There were a few questions I wasn't sure of, and I ended up getting a 94 out of 100 on that. So I was really proud, really happy about that. And then the practical test, which is what I was really nervous about, I actually managed to get 100. So that was like a huge amount of relief. And, like, I was carrying a huge amount of stress in my body from, well, really like the whole day and the course Saturday, because so much of the material was unfamiliar to me and I didn't understand so many of the terms. And then carrying that stress through, till I completed my test about noon on Sunday. And so I didn't sleep that well. When we got home, I came and had a nap. But that evening, I kind of like experienced like a major release of all that stress. Like, I don't know if you guys can really relate. Like, I can't even describe the level of like fear and panic I had about potentially failing this test. And I think part of it was, like the fact like handling guns and like not realizing the fear that I had around them, which I don't really have anymore. I mean, I guess I do have a bit of a healthy fear of guns, but I'm nowhere near as afraid to handle them as I was. So I had this huge release on Sunday night, and I was writing in my journal, as I often do, and I had this realization that I really want to make videos. I really want to communicate through the video media. And so one of the things that I decided is that once a week, I'm going to release a really good video. So starting out, they're probably not going to be really good. They're probably actually going to be really crappy. But, the level of compulsion to do this, it's like on par to how I felt in my first yoga class and knowing that I wanted to teach. And so I am going to be making videos, figuring my way out as I go, and just being willing to be a beginner, to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to figure it out on my way down. So fast forward a few days, and we're actually Tuesday now, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm doing right now. So it's been a slow day. There's been a lot of wind, so there's no seafood around. So I've been spending most of my days in the office. And for me, there's been a lot of sadness in today. Just, stories I've read on social media or seen in the morning that have really like struck like a deep chord in myself. And so when I finished work, I knew I wanted to come for a walk. And so Bear is here with me. He might want to make an appearance. Bear is with me. I love this dog so much. Anyhow, so we're at the Pines Trail, and I have to say the beautiful fall colors combined with the satisfying crunch of dead leaves and the companionship of this dog is just like almost heart-achingly beautiful. And I know that it might sound a little like kitschy or corny or whatever, but it's exactly what my heart needed today. And so, in even like to go back to the fear thing, there's been a lot of fear in today about producing these videos. I'm also thinking about podcasting as well. And again, something I just know nothing about. I'm willing to put myself out there and, potentially look like a fool, potentially face like judgment and criticism, because a lot of people are triggered when you kind of take a big step forward and do something that you've never done and maybe they've never done. So anyhow, I guess the whole point in this video, what I guess I really want to say today is, one, if you feel really strongly compelled to do something, but you are afraid to do it, it's okay to do it afraid. It is okay to start and not know what you're doing. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fear judgment. But at least for me, my whole sort of desire, if you read my Instagram post today, we're October 23rd, is that I want to inspire people. I guess I just keep thinking back to a younger version of myself who was like so afraid and so critical of herself and so hard on herself and so afraid of judgment by others and so afraid of making mistakes and like just had so little confidence and love for herself. And I know that there are other people who are out there who were in that place where I was. And so a large part of why I share the content that I share, that I talk about the personal experiences in my life, is that it's my hope that someone will come across my content. I might give them a little glimmer of hope. I might give them, a glimmer of self-confidence. I might give them the tool that they need to, challenge those limiting beliefs that they've had for so long, to challenge that fear, to challenge what is holding them back, and finally, give them a little bit of gumption to go forward in their life in pursuit of what they really, truly want, and to stop holding back and to stop living in fear. And why I kind of have this idea I can even do this is, part of me is like, what the heck? Like, who the heck do I think I am? But what I keep coming back to, and it's come back to me like multiple times over the past week, is Tim Ferriss. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like a multiple best-selling author. Like, he's written many books. The 4-Hour Workweek, The 4-Hour Body are some you may be aware of. Well, when Tim was in his final year at Princeton, he realized that there was no way he was going to be able to finish his thesis on time, and his advisor, from what I've read, was pretty unsupportive and critical and judgmental of that. His girlfriend broke up with him at the same time, and he was just really struggling. Like, he was in a really low spot, and he was actually depressed and at the point of ready to commit suicide. And then, if you want to read the story, it's online. But basically, a phone call from his mother changed everything. And he has gone on to become this huge success, to create this like lasting impact on the world. And I remember when I heard that story, and I thought to myself, because I didn't know about this depression, I only knew about Tim Ferriss's huge success. And I said, well, if Tim Ferriss can live through a depression and go on to do what the heck he has done, then I certainly can live through my depression, live through my insecurities, live through my doubts, and go on and make an impact in this world. I can still live a rich, full life. I can still go after what I want, and I don't have to let my depression be like a barrier to activity, a barrier to success. I can decide to succeed anyhow and to act in spite of it. And so this is essentially the theme that I'm pretty sure that my videos and potentially my podcast are going to take, is really talking about inspiring stories of people who are following their passion. And, it doesn't even have to be on the grandiose scale of like writing multiple bestsellers and like, having this huge business empire, making lots of money. It can be just like the small scale things, the people who are willing to take the time to pour their time, their energy, their resources into what they're passionate about, and make a change in their small corner of the world, or make a change in the whole world, in the global scale. So guys, stay tuned. I would definitely love to hear a little feedback below if this interests you, if there's something you'd like me to talk about. If you love fall days, let me know. If you love dogs, let me know. If you love views of the Annapolis Basin, see if we can turn around and the lighting won't frig up. I did want to, see the sunlight. I wanted to shoot like this, but see, the background all whites out. If you love the Annapolis Basin and view of the ocean, give me a like, give me a comment. Anyhow, guys, stay tuned. There will be more video content for sure, and probably podcast content in the near future. I love you. I believe in you. You have got this. Talk to you later. Bye.